Hi everybody, how's it going today? Thanks for watching another video. It's Sunday morning here, Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms that are watching. It's a nice day today. My wife's actually working nights here this weekend. So Ian and Eli are with me here yesterday and today. At least during the day anyways here. So we're got a little bit of work to do on the computer today, but other than that, it's kind of a slow day. Okay. You say cheese? Just came to check on a few things, came to check on Opa here at the farm and maybe play around a little bit. Thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update on some of the things that we have going on here the last couple weeks. And wanted to talk about our open house. So June 4th, we have an open house here on the farm. We'll have tours, guided tours on tractors and trailers. They'll take you around the farm through some of the buildings. And we'll also have hamburgers, a free lunch, hot dogs, and I believe there's going to be gelato also. So if anybody's interested, if you want to see the farm, it's June 4th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Should be some activities for kids also. At least that's the plan as of now. We'll see how the weather is. Hopefully we'll have some we'll have a nice day, but we'll just have to see when we get there. We typically have an open house every 2 years, or we have for the last well, this is going to be the 5th one now, I guess. It's always in June. June is dairy month, and we typically try to shoot for the first Sunday in June, so that's June 4th this year. We're in our south freestyle barn here. We're milking cows. Got 2 high production cows here to meet around us here, left and right. So it's still pretty wet in the fields. We had 3.5 inches of rain here last week, Sunday, Monday, and now we had 1.5 inches on what would have been Friday. So the fields are plenty wet. We need some. We need a couple weeks of dry days here to be able to get into the field and do something. The manure pumping crews brought some of their equipment here, but yeah, definitely going to be a week or so at least before we can even get out and pump manure, I think. But they don't have anywhere else they can go either, so they brought some of their stuff here. So as soon as it dries out, we can get going on that. We're just working on some spring cleaning things, fixing some things up, fixing up some stalls. On Friday we started fixing up some insulation in this barn here, and that's what I want to show you guys. So we rented a lift. Wanted to fix up the insulation in this barn. Have a one light for sure that we need to fix. And Jose, Luis, and Sam had been working at cleaning the rain gutters on our original hay shed. There was bird nests in the rain gutter and probably about 1 inch of dirt and mud that settled in there over the years. I think they're just about wrapped up with that. And these barns are insulated. It's essentially a roll of insulation, plastic on the bottom here on our side, and then it's fiberglass on the tin side. But the width is probably 2-3 feet, so there's an overlap. And on some of the spots where the insulation's not perfectly overlapped, birds can get in there. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but right up by that light, there's a spot I can see where birds have been in. It's not terrible, but definitely some spots that we need to get taped up, because otherwise it's gonna get to the point where it's completely ripped open, and then we're gonna have a bigger problem. There's a couple spots right along the wall there, kind of far away. You guys probably can't quite see that. But we're going through, pulling the bird's nests out, taping the plastic back together. We did this probably 4 or 5 years ago also, and most of those spots the tape's still holding, so definitely worth doing, I guess. This barn is probably the worst, so this is one of the original barns. The north barn, there's a few spots. I think they did a little better job putting that insulation on in that barn, because it seems like it stays tight and stays together a little better. But there are a few spots over there that we need to get to. You can see we've got the fans running already. Well, I don't know if you can really see that on the camera, but got the fans running. It's been nice temperatures at least, so hopefully if we do get some dry weather with some sun and some wind, things will dry out pretty quickly. They really like playing in the feed. Ian's always liked doing that since he was Eli's age also. We did stop feeding sorghum. It was getting kind of muddy out by the piles. We'll hop in a side-by-side and drive back there. So we opened up, we had a barley silage pile north of the shop that is on concrete. So we essentially took sorghum out of our calf, heifer, far off dry cow and milking rations and replaced it with barley. The barley's a little bit better quality, a little bit higher RFQ, a little bit higher protein. Hey! No. Ian, keep the feed by the cows, Ian. We didn't get the sorghum pile closed. I would have liked to have taken one more cut and saved the plastic, but it was just getting way too muddy back there. And there was too much snow on the south side to be able to get the snow cleared off without tearing up the plastic, so we just left it open now. I still like to maybe close it. I saved some plastic from our silage pile that I'd like to throw over the edge to at least get it covered up some, but I don't know how successful we'll be in getting that to stay on there. If we don't, we'll just shave off a foot or two and we start feeding from it again. So I can show you the barley pile. It's quite a bit smaller pile, so we're feeding through it pretty quickly. We're opening up a 4 or 5 foot section probably every 5 days or so, which is a good thing because we want to feed that at a pretty good pace once the temperatures start to warm up a little bit. And we also are right on the seam of 2021 corn silage and 2022 corn silage. So we're on the last cut of 2021 silage, right where we started piling new silage, I guess. So I'll go show you guys that also. They're really making a mess. Ian took his boots off, socks off, and Eli's throwing feed everywhere. I think we better get out of this barn before Opa sees this mess, Ian. Ian, we need to get out of here before Opa sees this mess. He's not gonna be happy. You guys ready?
Yes, we are.
Ready, Eli?
Yeah.
Ready? Bye, Opa. Back by our sorghum pile here, as you can see, it's quite muddy. There's actually a ditch. All the water from the silage bed runs into this ditch and then it goes over to a pipe into our water runoff pond. And the ditch was actually what the biggest problem was. The ditch was getting just about impassable with the payloader. So we pretty much had to quit. Had to quit back here. It was just too muddy of a mess. So we left it like this. Like I said, I would have liked to have closed it, but we'll just have to shave a foot or two off when we start feeding from it if we don't get it closed up. Bye bye, Opa. This is our silage pile. You can kind of tell here some of the silage has fallen down, so this last foot or so that's old silage, and then the wall is new silage, the higher stuff. Right where it butts together, then the old stuff will kind of cave in because it's not meshed together, I guess. So this is all new silage here, so this would be 2022 silage. We opened up a kind of a wider cut here this last time because I knew we were right on the seam, and we opened it up almost a week ago already, because I figured typically when you get kind of to that seam you can have it cave in, and I wanted to have it opened up quite a bit before we got there. I don't want anybody on that pile. With the chance of it caving in, don't need anybody getting hurt. So yeah, well, getting into 2022 silage now. We'll see how the cows react. Getting into that new silage. Dry matter should be fairly similar. I think it'll be a little bit drier. I haven't taken a dry matter sample yet, but maybe we'll do that here this afternoon. We have to come back to the farm to do some record keeping stuff anyways. This is the pile of barley silage. So this was actually the first crop we chopped here last summer. Turned out pretty good, moisture is good. Protein is not disappointing, so shouldn't be a problem having this fed up here. And yeah, like I said, we're moving through this pile pretty quickly. I would expect in the next month or two we'll probably punch right through this pile, which is a good thing because I'd like to have this area to store some feed here this fall, or maybe even this summer. What else do you want to do, Ian? What else do you want to show them?
Yeah.
Skid steer over there?
Yes.
Yeah, Christian.
Got.
Maybe we'll come back here later this afternoon. I think they're going to work at taping up some more insulation, kind of show you guys how we do that. But yeah, I think we'll head back to the office. We need to enter all the calvings and breedings here from the last couple days. I usually do that twice a week. Me or Taryn. Usually Taryn does it on Sundays, but because she's working nights and it's Mother's Day, I figured I'd better do it today. But we enter all those, get them up to date, and then we need to make preg check lists for tomorrow, and also dry off lists for Friday, so that they know which cows will be going dry, because they like to check those cows over, check the somatic cell counts of those cows, or check the milk quality of those cows before we dry them off. Should we go to the office?
Yes.
Yeah, we have to go back to the wagon. Where's the wagon?
I know.
Where did we leave it?
I know.
You don't know? You don't remember?
Yes, I remember.
By the shop?
Yes.
Let's go check it out. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye, Eli.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
It's the next day here with Jose Luis. We're in the barn behind the holding area here. So this is what I was talking about yesterday. So the birds are making nests in here. Pull the nest out, or at least most of it. And we're gonna tape this back shut. There's another spot right here. It kind of started poking through the insulation. We've got some tape with us, some cleaner. We'll clean it up really good, stick the tape on. They were working in here yesterday, but Sam is scared of heights, so he didn't want to go up this high. But Jose Luis is not scared. I'm scared, but I'm coming up anyways. There's our fresh pen. This is our special needs area here. Hospital cows, fresh pen, and a pen of milking cows here. See, there's another pen of cows coming through the parlor right now. So we'll get this nest pulled out of here. Hopefully there's no birds in there now. We'll clean it up and get it taped up. Just tape that one up there, and this one here. There's some holes right in here. And then tape that seam back up, and we'll head down and go to the next one. Those are the 4-H calves down there also. I'll talk more about those in another video. One of the girls is here to grab her calf. Going straight up and down doesn't really bother me. It's when you get it stretched out quite a ways and you're that far up is when it can make you a little nervous. right above the cows here now. Pretty handy lift. We rented this lift. It'd be nice to own one of these. Wipe it down with a wet towel and then come back with a dry cloth before we put the tape on. Ready?
Yep.
Yep. One more short piece.
Yeah.
We get up this high, it kind of bounces around a little bit. Gives you feel a little bit uneasy. I think that'll be it for this video. Appreciate you guys watching. If you got questions, comments, concerns, post them down below and I'll try to answer as many as I can. We'll hopefully see you in the next video.